The three major indices from US, S&P, Nasdaq and Dow traded mixed last week. We have seen the Dow Jones hitting the record highs while the Nasdaq 100 traded with modest losses and the S&P closing almost flat, shying away from the record highs. What to expect in the coming week from the three major indices, where to enter, where to exit, how to profit, and also we will look into what can be expected in the month of September. Coming week specifically is going to be interesting when the NFP data is what we are looking forward to, and the indices will be definitely trading volatile on the NFP data. Now, how to profit in the week and for the month of September, we will see with the help of charts and indicators. This is a weekly and monthly review. I do share my twice a day targets for the indices, first with the Asia and Europe session, next with the US session, so that you can trade profitably throughout the day. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Do like, share, and comment. Join the free Telegram channel for live updates and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. First, we'll look into S&P, followed with Nasdaq and in the end Dow Jones. At the end of every update, I'll be sharing the trading levels as well. So do listen to it carefully and trade as per the levels. Let's start. First, look at the weekly charts on S&P. You will find that see, every rise is offset by a drop and then it is kept moving upwards, taking the support from the 20 period. What has happened this time? It is breached towards 50 period, closing above the 20 period and then have recovered. It is, yes, it is trading bullish in this channel here. The channel has broadened a bit, but yes, it is looking upwards as of now. Now look at the last week data. Interestingly, you will find that yes, the bullishness has now diminished, but it has closed in green. That is the most important part, hitting higher lows and higher highs. Closing at the top suggests that it could up move, but I am still skeptical. This could be a reversal sign as well if it opens lower and continues on the downside, and specifically breaching the lows at 55, 50, 55, 40. You can say now the bears are back in action. Also, we could see this as a double top formation. It could hit the record highs and drop from there. Possibility exists strong. Yes, this could be seen as a symmetry here, and now it could begin the downtrend. Also, in the month of September, the NFP data and the Fed meeting is what we will be looking forward to. This is going to, these two events are going to be the decision maker for the trend here. Stochastic back to overbought zone. MACD is already trading at record highs. You can see this. Uh, S&P has not seen such highs, and there is lot much of white space on the downside. Only thing is, it has started to converge, but I can see that it has not yet crossed over. After forming double top, it has retraced. It is now converged. However, there is lot much of white space on the downside, which confirms that sooner or later S&P has to crash. If not this week, then next week. If not with the Fed meeting, then next month. But yes, the point has to come very, very soon. Stochastic RSI is also rising. It is willing to get back into the overbought zone. Let's have a look at the monthly charts as we will also try to see what can be expected in the month of September. Now see, month of August was a swingful week. We have seen it dropping sharp and recovering sharp as well, and it is closed at the top. Now if you track back the last couple of candles, you'll find lower highs are created here, and once it breaks past the record highs and breaches past 5700, I think at that point the chances of reversal will diminish. Specifically beyond 5738, you should not think of a pullback in S&P. It can post a very handsome rally from there, taking it till towards 5800. Now what could fuel this? A longer tail and a closer in green is what you can say that will support a rise for the month of September. But looking at the divergence of the price from the 20 period now sits at around 4800 levels, which is a far below level. And if you look historically, whenever price diverges, it always tries to converge. And this time again, it is trading with too much of divergence. Only thing is, see, the streak here was too long for, and it took too much of time for it to correct. Now it is waiting for it to do the same. Almost it has hit the peak here, and there is further scope for a rise. But I see that the time has to come sooner for a reversal. Stochastic on the monthly charts is staying overbought. Look at the MACD here. After crossing over here from the bottom, has hit the highs and it is approaching near the twin peak level. That is the point at which you can say now the reversal time has come. Also look at the candle sizes. See here the height of the candle. The height of the candle has peaked here, which calls for a possible. So height of the candles has also peaked here, which calls for a possible reversal here, though it is almost at the peak, but it is slightly shying away. So one cannot deny that it can in fact take a couple of months or more for it to start reversing. RSI entering into overbought zone. Coming to daily chart, on the daily charts, what has happened? Uh, See, rise, retracement, rise, and there was a sharper dip and a V-shaped recovery. Now see this V-shaped recovery. It has also, after hitting the highs, it has tried to test the 20 period moving average, and hitting the 20 period, we have seen it reversing. But now let's have a look at the closer look. You will find that the price is still shying away from breaking beyond 5650 and the record high levels at around 5665. So the next first session for the coming week is going to be crucial, because two candles after the drop it could keep moving upwards, and if it reverses from the current levels, consider that the prices are not willing to stay bullish and it will continue the downtrend from here. Remember, the first two sessions are going to be decisive, and if you see it breaking below 5540 5550 zone, just stay short. We are looking forward to a greater correction again, where the NFP data can also take a or make it fall sharp, and then later in the month the Fed meeting could also help it correct more and stabilize. However, right now the stance is not very much supportive, and thus the first two sessions are going to be decisive. We have to wait for it to break out beyond 5650 5670 levels. If these two levels are taken, the chances will be high that it can hit 57 5718 and 5738 levels. Also, look at the moving averages. These have started to diverge. These are looking upwards. Stochastic, after hitting the lows here, is trying to bounce back, trying to recover. And on the daily charts, it appears that the bullishness is still very much supported by the indices. If you look at the MACD now, MACD is also, see, for the last or this complete year, you can see whenever it hits the highs at this zone, it always tries to correct. What has happened here? It has stayed here in the zone and then a sharp correction has appeared. It has hit the highs and a sharp correction has appeared. It is again back to the highs. And also, one must notice lower highs and lower lows here. So the correction here could be equally sharp. And thus the month of September is definitely going to be interesting. It is not that it cannot rise further, it can rise or hit the record highs before taking a dip, but the dip has to come very, very soon. If not this week, and if not this month, then in the next month. Yes, this has to come very, very soon. RSI rising here. Coming to 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts also, see the triple top here. Price is shying away from breaking beyond 5650 levels. Greater resistance is observed, and on the downside 5550. This zone is definitely going to be important for us. Let it break out either which ways. A breakout on the upside should be watched out for, and on the downside accordingly should be watched out for with caution. There are great supports available on the downside at around 5580 zone and 5550 zone. Stochastic rising here, signs of bullishness. MACD also, if you look at after the rise, it is retest and now looking upwards. So the signs that possibly the coming week first session might start on a slight bullish note. It can hit the record highs and reverse from those levels. RSI rising. So now we have seen the charts, we've seen the indicators. Time for me to give you the trading levels and the strategy, not only for the coming week, but for the month of September as well. And if you want to learn this art of trading, join my mentorship batch. If you just want to trade as per the signals, be a part of my signals channel on Telegram. Write an email or ping me over Telegram for your queries related to the services. And those who are looking forward to a broker which offers a swap-free account with lowest spreads and no hidden charges, easier transactions, easier withdrawals, and availability across the globe. You can find the recommended broker link also in the channel and video description. Now, looking at the charts, it is very clear that I will only recommend you to buy here at 5655 levels. Expect it to keep moving towards 5665 70 zone, and if it breaks this, I will be looking forward to 5700 levels. Yes, chances will be high that once it moves beyond this, it can keep moving on the upside towards 5700. Beyond 5700, The next resistance is at 57.18, and then I will look forward to 57.38. Beyond 57.38, again 57.50 levels will come into picture, and after 57.50, do not think of, in fact, beyond 57.38, do not think of selling S&P. The rise could be stronger, the rise could be, you can say, accelerated from these levels, where we can look forward to higher highs, and then I will look forward to 5780 and in fact 5800 levels here. Now remember, from 5640 to 5800, it is almost just 3% rise. And when we talk about the monthly gains, 3% is nothing. So despite the swings, either which way it takes, it can hit those levels with ease. Now, beyond 5800 is also possible, where we can look forward to 5833 and in fact 5860 levels as the next targets. On the downside, you should keep a check. Remember, the higher it goes, the higher the chances of the pullback will be. And thus, once you see S&P below 5635, you can take a selling entry. Be careful at around 5620 or 5615 zone, first support zone. 5600 the next, 5584 the third, and then you can look forward to 5560. See, very nearby supports, we cannot ignore this, 5545. And if it breaks this, just stay short. We can look forward to 5520, 5500, and then the sharper correction will appear, which can take it towards 5448 and then 5400 levels. Remember, the rise is comparatively less accelerated for now, and when the drop appears, it is going to be sharper. Be watchful at this. If it corrects beyond 54, 5380, we are looking forward to 5300 and in fact lower levels as well. Take your trades accordingly. Now let's have a look at Nasdaq 100. First, let's have a look at Tech 100 on the monthly charts. If you look at the monthly charts, see, preceding candle was a swing, and the last month we have seen a major swing here, where it has hit the lows close to 17,200, 300, and then have recovered towards 19,550. Now this is an indecision candle again. Also, for it to completely reverse, now Tech 100 need to trade above 20,000. It is only and only if, I will say, it breaks beyond 20,000, 180, 200, you can say the chances of reversal will be difficult, and then you can look forward to a stronger rise here. But remember, it is the preceding candle was a swing, it has closed in red. The last candle is at indecision, and if it opens lower and breaches below 19,000 and 18,800 zone, we can expect a similar size or slightly smaller candle, where the price will be engulfed between the preceding move, which can take the prices lower towards 18,000. Now look at the monthly charts closely. You will find, uh, in the history, you will find whenever prices diverge from 20 period too much, it always tries to converge with equal force on the downside. Now see this, and this time also the last monthly candle, it has tried to move downwards but has bounced back, but it has created a scope for it to keep moving down in the month of September. Yes, higher lows and higher highs are still observed, and as I said, till 20,200 we can expect a reversal, and the reversal is going to be much sharper. Moving averages are still looking upwards and are trading with divergence. This is good sign for the bulls. Stochastic here, which was overbought, is now looking downwards. Now see, twin top is formed, it is looking downwards. This is approaching towards the bottom here. Sooner or later, even if it delivers couple of bullish candles, the downfall has to be there very soon. If you look at now see MACD on the monthly charts, again these are the historically high levels here, and it is approaching towards this zone, which is definitely an alarming level and which calls for a good reversal as well. Right now it is divergent, right now it is bullish, but look at the candles here. Candles appears to start to diminish here, which calls that possibly it could reverse from the current levels. If you look at the RSI, this is just entering into overbought zone, and it has a little scope for further rise. Coming to daily, Look at the daily charts here. A rise, a sharp retracement, then a rise here, and now interestingly, I can find that it may try to create this flag here, where lower highs and lower lows is what you can expect. Where are the lows for this channel? Is at 17,000 levels, and thus, as long as now 20,200 levels, 180 200 levels are respected on the upside, the chances of a reversal on the downside will be very, very high. Now, what has happened here on the daily charts? See, after a rise, it is again retraced. It is still forming a nice flag. You can see that there are greater resistances available for Tech 100 at 19,630 levels. Beyond 19,630, it is 19,800, which is going to be the next milestone. And thus, once you see prices staying above 19,630, you can initiate a buying entry. However, you have to be extremely alert till it moves or stays below 19,800. Beyond that, see, we can see what it is trying to form. It is trying to form a double top possibly, and from those levels, a possible reversal is what you cannot deny. So this is something you should watch out for the coming week. Moving averages have crossed over, trading with divergence. Stochastic hitting the lows, trying to reverse. This calls for a little bullishness. The MACD, if you see, MACD has also retraced, willing to cross over for sell. RSI rising, again, good sign for the bulls. Let's have a look at the weekly. On the weekly charts, the observation is similar what we had seen. Every rise is offset with a retracement, and this time, see, this time it is retraced sharp and has recovered sharp as well. This appears to be an expanding triangle, but look at the last couple of weeks. What has happened? The bullishness has diminished, then the price has started to retrace. It is closed in red, and it is closed at the same zone from where we have seen the preceding month week started. So now it is at a neutral level, and the coming week is going to be interesting. It appears to deliver a symmetry if you see these two candles, and if it drops below 19,000 and 18,800, you can look forward to a greater correction, which could lead. See, what it may try to initiate is this flag formation where the lows could be at 17,000 levels in the near future. And in the coming week, it is going to be interesting to watch if at all Tech 100 breaks beyond 20,000, 20,200, because that will mark the reversal here, which can take it towards the double top or higher. Stochastic rising. Now look at MACD. MACD forming triple top at extremely higher levels. It has started to trade bearish. It is still trading with divergence, and there is lot much of scope appear or available for Tech 100 to keep moving downwards for next multiple weeks. Possibilities are very, very high. Even if it tries to reverse, I will say sooner or later it has to come down or crash in the near future. RSI has retraced. Coming to 4-hour chart, on the 4-hour charts, rise retracement trading within this flag formation, you can see that greater resistance is available at 19,630. And yes, on the upside, 19,760, 840 levels. So this zone is going to be critical. If it breaks beyond 19,630, we can look forward to 760, 840, and then beyond that 19,950, 20,000. But I say that it is going to be difficult for it to break beyond 20,000 levels. However, these are markets. Also look at this. It has formed a very, very good base here at 19,400, 300 zone. Any break below this, we can look forward to 18,800. Any break below 18,800 is where we are looking forward to 18,500, and in fact lower levels in the month of September. Stochastic rising. MACD interest. MACD here suggests that there could be a rise before it looks over to a reversal. So coming first two sessions is going to be interesting. Possibly a rise cannot be denied here, where it can keep moving towards 19,800 or 20,000 levels before reversing. RSI rising as well. So now we have seen the charts and indicators. Time for me to give you the trading levels and strategy. And yes, do join my signals channel or and join the recommended broker and trade safely and profitably. First, let's talk about the levels to buy. You can buy here at 19,580. Be careful at 19,620, 630. Once it breaks beyond this, you can look forward to 19,708, 19,760, 19,820 or 818. Beyond this, you can look forward to a greater rise which can take the prices towards 19,885, 19,950. Now, see, this is applicable for the coming week and for the rest of the month. And the farther it moves from this zone, the increased acceleration you will see in the bullish momentum. Beyond this, you can look forward to 2180, 2240. And if it breaks beyond this zone, you can say we can look forward to 20,450, 20,600, and 20,750 levels. Yes, the more it moves away from 20,000 and then 20,200 levels, you can say the increased bullish momentum is what you are going to see. While on the downside, remember it can also deliver great swings. On the downside, I will recommend you to sell here at 19,490 levels. Expect it to keep moving towards 19,444, 19,400, 19,360, 19,310, 240, 200. Now, once it breaks beyond 200 is where you can see little bearishness. We can look forward to 19,120, 19,000. And once it drops below 19,000, you can see 18,800, 18,720. Then we are looking forward to 18,600. Below 18,600 is where major bearishness will prevail. And then we can look forward to 18,350, 18,000, and then in fact 17,500, 400 zone will appear. Yes, this is going to be another swingful month where the indices may try to trade volatile. It can hit the highs, and then with the Fed meeting, we can see a complete reversal as well. Or with the NFP, we can see a drop, and then with the Fed meeting, it can try to reverse. So, both ways, you have to be cautious. Take your trades accordingly. Let's have a look at Dow Jones. First, let's have a look at the monthly charts on US 30. See, US 30 on the monthly charts, if you track the movement for last multiple years, you can find it easily. Every rise is offset with a little retracement. And see, now what has happened in US 30 since this drop? You can see it has seen a rise. It is consolidated here for almost a entire 2023, and now it has given a breakout. Now, if you look at the breakout, it is still looking upwards though the prices are divergent from the moving average, but it appears it has formed a very good base here at around 38, 39,000 levels. And this zone has now become critical, is then 37,000 levels here. Yes, these levels have definitely become critical for US 30 on the downside. While on the upside, see what the preceding candle has done. It is closed in green, it is closed at top, and it has delivered a longer tail. Now, it also suggests that despite the recovery, the yes, it is closed at the top at the record highs. The body size has diminished, suggests that the bigger tail suggests that there is some inherent bearishness here in US 30. Though it can achieve further highs, it can keep moving towards 42,000 levels, but I can say that the pullback cannot be denied. If you look at the stochastic, this is rising. The MACD here on the monthly charts, if you see for the last few years, you will find it always tries to form a base here, and with that as base, it has delivered higher highs. Now, we can say that it is almost hit the head and shoulders level, and possibility of a reversal could be high. Now, but the candles, if you look at here, the candles appears to have a little scope for further rise. However, I can say that these are definitely stronger levels, and this also calls for a possible reversal in USD very very soon. If not this month, then possibly in next couple of months or in near term. RSI rising, and it suggests there is scope for further rise as well. Coming to weekly, on the weekly charts, you can find out a very good support is created at the 20 period moving average here, and with that as support, prices have seen a rise or a recovery. And see what it has done: rise, retracement, 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 and then now it is trying to give a breakout here. If you also observed for the last few candles, lower highs were seen, and now it is given a breakout. Also, it has hit the record high levels, and this is also at the extremes of the Bollinger Bands. So now one thing is clear. Yes, the bands would expand in the coming week, but I can say it cannot stay much farther or much away or much outside from the Bollinger Bands here. Also, look at the bands, it is expanded on the downside as well. This suggests that there is bearishness, though we are looking forward to higher highs here. Higher highs suggest that the it has go for 42,000, 42,400 levels here. But look at the last three candles, the bullishness has certainly diminished. And yes, despite it delivering higher highs, higher lows, we have to wait for it to break now below 41,000 and 40,700 levels. Below that, you can wait for 40,500, and once it drops below 40,500, we can look forward to a stronger correction which can bring the prices towards 40,000 levels as well. Stochastic rising. Now look at MACD. MACD on the weekly charts after retracing here has crossed over after hitting double bottom. It is trading with divergence. It is looking upwards. Though I can say that there is not much of downside available, but right now it is looking upwards and it appears to deliver a double top here. So on the weekly charts, if you just look at MACD, it appears that the bullishness may prevail. RSI is rising here. Coming to daily, look at the daily charts, higher lows, higher highs, trading in this channel. And if you see consistently, we have seen it hitting higher highs here, and also it is respecting the lows as well. On the downside, 41,000 is now become one critical level, while on the upside now we have to wait for 41,736 and 41,810 zone to be taken. Beyond that, 42,000 level will appear here. Also, if you look at the last two candles, certainly it has found its resistance at 41,600. So now we have to wait 41,600. Once it breaks, we can look forward to 41,733, 740 zone, and then beyond that, more bullishness may prevail, which can in fact take it towards 42,000 levels. Moving averages, trading with divergence, is staying bullish, looking upwards. Also, I will say that the drop, the retracement, and a reversal is what I will be looking forward to very, very soon. The stochastic has dropped, MACD rising, and it has hit the highs. Look at the last three times. We have seen it hitting these highs. It has followed with a reversal. RSI rising, again a bullish sign. Coming to 4 hour, look at the 4 hour charts forming a good base at 20 period. A good rise is seen, and now we are waiting for it to break beyond 41,600, which may call for it to hit 41,730, 740 zone, and then we can look forward to 42,000 levels as well. And at those levels, a possible reversal is what you can expect. And see this, it is trading in this bullish channel here. It is nearing highs. Once it breaks below 41,000, that is going to be one critical level. If it stays below 41,000 level and 40,800, consider that as a reversal sign. We can look forward to 40,500 and 40,000 levels very, very soon. Stochastic rising, MACD almost flat and trying to rise. RSI is also showing a little rise. So now we have seen the charts, we have seen the indicators. Time for me to give you the trading levels and strategy. And yes, if you're not joined the Signals channel, join it today and enjoy hundreds of pips and points in a single day from multiple indices and commodities. Reach out to me. My Telegram and email IDs are there in the channel and video description. And join the recommended broker where you can trade all the global instruments with ease, with safety, and yes, which it also offers a free account with lowest spreads and no hidden charges if you join through the link. Now let's talk about the levels to buy. Now looking at this very simple, buy at 41,610. Expect it to move towards 41,730, 40 zone. Beyond this, you can look forward to 41,800, the third one. After 41,800, I will be looking forward to 41,980, 42,050 zone. This is going to be the first critical milestone. If it breaks this, you can look forward to 42,240, and beyond this, we can in fact keep expect it to keep moving upwards towards 42,400 and then 42,650 levels. These are markets, anything is possible, and specifically with US 30. See, from here to here, it is just 2.5% approximately, and it is possible that it can in fact deliver a further move towards 43k levels, chances for which, as far as my expectations are considered, are less. But yes, if it hits the highs, it will also increase the chances of a very, very sharp correction very, very soon. If not in the month of September, then in the month of October. But yes, this correction has to come very, very soon. That is what is my expectation. And yes, I can go wrong. Markets are always supreme. And that is why I give you the levels, that yes, you have to look at the perspective both ways. Despite me being bearish, I am still giving the highs at 43. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry at 41,500 here. Expect 41,400, 41,340, 41,250, and 41,180, 130. If you see it breaking below 41,130, chances of price moving below 41K will increase, and then I will expect 40,800, below this 40,660, 4,500. If it breaks below 4,500, direct lending should be at around 4,200, and beyond 4,200 I will be looking forward to 40K. Now 40K is going to be one interesting level, and that will lead to a stronger correction here. 39,710, 39,400, and then 39K levels. Now, as you have seen it moving closer towards 37K last month, in fact, it increases the scope for a drop towards 38K levels as well very, very soon. So take your positions accordingly, take your trades accordingly, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship batch, join my signals channel. Do not miss to watch the twice a day updates, which gives you a fair bit of idea on what to expect and how to profit and how to trade various instruments, including indices and commodities. Have a great profitable trading week and a profitable month and a happy weekend ahead. Thank you.